doubted that this was possible. Space was an unknown frontier. At that point, no one had even been able to orbit the Earth, much less reach the moon. Scientists and astronauts spent years developing the technology and techniques needed to accomplish Kennedy's dream. And on June 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong took a small step for himself and a giant leap for humanity as he left a dusty trail of footprints on the moon. When we set challenging goals for ourselves, others may doubt or question us. But if we discover our passion and pursue them, just like those scientists and astronauts who put Neil Armstrong on the moon, there is no limit to what we can accomplish. And the best part is that we don't have to complete that journey of discovery alone. The opportunities and experiences FBLA provides will help you discover your passion. We are thrilled to join you for an out-of-this-world experience at the 2014 Fall Leadership Conference. Together, we will discover our passions with FBLA.
To help us pay tribute to our great nation, please stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance with me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Georgia FBLA is honored to be so supported by our community leaders. Today, we would like to welcome our special guests. Will Representative Tommy Benton from Jackson County please stand to be recognized? Representative Benton, thank you for being here today and for your continued support of the future business leaders of America. Within 5 years of the first moon landing, NASA completed 5 more manned missions to the moon. Each of these successful missions were celebrated just as much as the first. The same is true in Georgia FBLA with each additional chapter we launch. And we want to celebrate them today. We are excited to have 9 of these chapters with us at FLC. If your chapter is called, please stand so we can recognize and welcome you to Georgia FBLA. Appling County Middle School, Bay Creek Middle School, Fagan Mill Middle School, Glen Hills Middle School, Madison County Middle School, North Hall Middle School, Oconee County Middle School, Talboro County Middle School.
Y'all get ready to stand.
Villa Rica Middle School. Congratulations, chapters. We are so excited to welcome you as official middle level chapters of future business leaders of America.
Will the members of the following 2 chapters please stand? Howard Middle School and Oconee County Middle School. These chapters have reached new heights with their excellent membership recruitment efforts. They are the winners of our October membership drive, Operation October. Please join me in giving a big round of applause to the winners of our Operation October membership campaign. Thank you. You may be seated.
It's time to recognize the 3 largest chapters as November 10th. When I call your chapter's name, please stand. In 3rd place today, Malcolm Bridge Middle School.
How big their
Congratulations to 2nd place, Miller Middle School. And with 193 members, congratulations to our largest local chapter, Godley Station School.
Woo!
Our final membership award is Chapter Checkpoint. This award recognizes chapters who exceeded last year's final membership numbers by November 1st. Each of these chapters will receive 1 free RLC registration. Will all members wearing a Chapter Checkpoint ribbon please stand to be recognized?
A what?
Now we recognize the chapters who won our rally contest. These chapters have received special first and second place ribbons. Our first rally award is for the state project, Find It. When I call your chapter's name, please stand. Let's congratulate our second place winner, Creekland Middle School.
Woo!
Now for our winner, in first place, congratulations to Villa Rica Middle School.
Next, we recognize our 2014 Chapter Spirit T-shirt winners from the rally. We will show the winning T-shirts on screen. When I call your chapter's name, please stand. In second place, congratulations to Tequila Middle School. And in first place, in Chapter Spirit T-shirt, congratulations to Pine Grove Middle School.
Our next rally award is for the Chapter Banner Design Contest. When I call your chapter's name, please stand as your banner is displayed on the screen. In second place, congratulations to Malcolm Bridge Middle School. And in first place in the Chapter Banner Design Contest, congratulations to Oconee County Middle School.
Our final rally award is for our first place winners in team open testing events. Please turn your attention to the screen as we recognize the outstanding achievements of these award winners. Congratulations to all of our Fall Motivational Rally Award winners.
Without the support crew working here on Earth, Neil Armstrong and his crewmates would not have been able to reach the moon. The crew worked tirelessly to ensure that the mission not only made it to the moon, but also arrived safely back home. In FBLA, we have our own crew of individuals who devote their time and efforts to help us reach the stars, our advisors. Take a moment to think about your advisors and how they have helped and supported you on your FBLA journey. We can all agree that without our advisors, we would not be where we are today. So let's thank them for all that they've done. Will all advisors please stand?
It's Miss Dover, but
On behalf of Georgia FBLA, we sincerely thank you for everything that you've done to support us in our missions and goals. You may be seated.
Thousands of Georgia FBLA Middle Level members increase their involvement each year by participating in FBLA's Member Achievement Program, the Middle Level Achievement Program. The Middle Level Achievement Program includes 3 levels: entrepreneur, business, and enterprise. This program is a great opportunity to discover your passion, and we want every member to participate.
If you want to reach for the stars and take your FBLA involvement beyond your chapter and region, then consider running for middle-level state office. Serving as an officer of this statewide organization is a high honor, as you have the privilege of serving over 5,000 members from all parts of the state. State officers have the unique opportunity to develop leadership skills and discover their passions in areas such as public speaking, presenting workshops, serving as an ambassador, communicating with others, managing a team, and managing projects and events, and more. State officer applications are also due on February 3rd. To be eligible to run, you must have the entrepreneur level of MAP by February 3rd. Running for office allows you to discover your passion, helping others in discovering theirs through Georgia FBLA.
Do you have a passion for competing, or do you just want to improve your skills in a subject or field? Then consider participating in the Middle Level Competitive Events Program. We offer a wide variety of events to suit your passions and build useful skill sets. Our remaining conferences this year all include opportunities to participate in our competitive events program. Up next are the Region Leadership Conferences. RLCs are held around the state from January 13th to 30th and are the first level of competition for some of our events. The Middle Level State Leadership Conference is occurring on February 24th.
We are so excited to introduce our keynote speaker, Julie Marie Carrier. This Emmy nominee, author, and former leadership consultant for the Pentagon also brings her message to millions on national television as a teen success coach on MTV's #1 positive hit show, Made. Before we bring Julie up on stage, as a special treat, let's see a quick video about her.
Julie Marie Carrier is an award-winning national speaker for thousands of girls and teens around the country.
Ultimately, the choice to live the incredible life you deserve is up to you. Stand up for it, ladies and gentlemen. You better awesome audience today.
An Emmy-nominated TV personality seen in millions of homes. A positive role model featured on NBC's Today Show.
It's actually about making a declaration to make positive choices.
Featured in Jack Canfield's The Success Principles. And an author of Be Beautiful, considered a best new book for girls on self-esteem, and a girl success coach for MTV's #1 positive goal-setting TV show, Made.
My name is Julie, and I'm your main host.
That's Julie. She's an author, a speaker, television host, and if that's not enough, she was also Miss Virginia.
Is there some place that we can go after you take care of your last customer that we can talk?
In the break room.
Awesome, so meet in the break room inside?
Okay.
Okay, high five. All right, here we go.
I feel like I'm not worth the time or money because, like, I'm not special.
Can I tell you something right now?
Mm-hmm.
You are incredibly special. And at the end of this experience, my personal goal for you is that you can look in that mirror and you can say, you know what? I am special and I am beautiful and I deserve to have a great life. So this is something you think Amanda Rose Park.
Let's give a warm welcome to Julie.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's important that everyone feels welcome here today. So please turn to someone next to you, shake their hand, and say, "I'm glad you're here." I'm glad you're here. All right. What I'm asking you to do now, if you can hear my voice, please take your arm, put it in the air just like this. What I'm going to ask you to do now is turn to someone else next to you, give them a high five, say we're going to have some fun today. We are going to have some fun today. Turn to someone else, give them a high five, say we're going to have some fun today.
We're gonna have some
All
fun
right,
today.
have some fun today, and here's why. Today is about fun, but most importantly, today is about being our best. Today is about leading our best life. Now, just getting serious for just a moment here. How many of you would be interested in hearing a secret on how to live a life that's more incredible than anything you ever imagined? Can I see a show of hands? That's awesome. Okay, I appreciate that. That's cool. Actually, the good news is that this secret is currently being used by thousands and thousands of young people to literally transform their lives. Now, the bad news is I find there's still so many young people, really people of all ages, who don't know or believe that this secret even exists. Today, I'm really excited to share with you that I know this secret exists. Let me tell you why. I know this secret exists because it could work for a young woman in my high school who, honestly, she was having a pretty tough time. And I think if it can work for her, it can work for anybody who chooses to use it. Now, she doesn't mind that I share this secret with you guys because she thinks it's really important. And she doesn't mind that I also share her story with you either, even though it can be a little frustrating for her at first. Now, here's the thing. The secret can work for her, even though in high school, even as a sophomore, she was so short and so small that people thought she was only in 4th or 5th grade. And to top that all off, she had a voice. It sounded just like this when people used to ask her if she was a member of the Lollipop Guild of the Wizard of Oz. Seriously, how many of you have ever seen the Wizard of Oz? Yeah, so the thing is, the secret could work for her even though people would make fun of her as she walked down the hallway. They'd sing like the Lollipop Guild song, and every time she raised her hand to speak up in class, people would kind of snicker so funny. She started to really kind of step back and dim her light down and kind of felt like an outsider. What's also interesting is the secret could work for her, even though she came from a family that didn't have very much money. She didn't get to wear any brand clothes. I think the shoes she wore were like $3.99 over the brand name like Sweetie Tarts or something, and people used to make fun of her for that as well. What's also interesting is the secret could work for her, even though she couldn't even get a date to prom or any of her homecomings, but she discovered this secret near the very beginning of her junior year. And her life would never be the same. She wished she had learned this in middle school. She realized that the secret was so powerful. The sooner you start using it, the more your life's transformed. Using this secret, that same young lady who was known as the class nerd ended up getting elected junior class vice president. That same young lady who was basically struggling with her family to make ends meet ended up starting her own business in high school. Ended up earning thousands of dollars in scholarships to go to college. That same young lady realized this wasn't just a success secret, it was a leadership secret too. She was able to use the secret to go on to Ohio State University and create her own degree in leadership studies. She then went on to become Miss Virginia USA, Emmy-nominated TV personality seen in millions of homes. She even worked with top executives at the Pentagon, teaching them leadership and creativity skills. A job that she left because she believed so much in the power of the secret. She wanted to travel the country and share it with amazing young people just like you. Now, any idea who that young lady was? Yeah, you guessed it. Now, here's the thing, I don't sell the stuff to impress you guys. I say it to impress upon you how much I believe in this secret and how much I know that it works. Now, just being real here today, how many of you are even just a little bit more interested in hearing what that secret is? Can I see a show of hands up? Let me tell you if you're interested. Awesome. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to share with you the secret. Now, today, in order for me to share the secret with you, though, it's really important for me to know what's important to you. So we're going to play a little get to know you game. And in order to do this little get to know you game, I actually would ask my 3 student volunteers that I talked to earlier, can we please welcome them up on the stage? Come on up here, ladies and gents. This is pretty cool. They're willing to come on up here. Basically, in this get to know you game, it's really simple, really easy, but really, really important. How you choose to answer the questions in this get to know you game will directly impact what we're going to talk about here today. So how does it work? Well, I'm going to actually go up to one of my new friends. I'm going to ask them what one of their goals is. They're going to share their goal. Ask all of you to vote for the goal that is most important to you. You can choose to vote for one of the goals, 2 of the goals, or all 3 of the goals. The number 1 request that I have for all of you is that you're completely honest. And why? Is because how you choose to respond to the questions in this poll will impact how we share the secret. Now, how do you vote for the goal? Well, for purposes of today, so I can really effectively see everybody, to vote for the goal, you're just going to stand up for the one that you really care about, or the 2 or the 3. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and share your name. Rose. This is Rose. Can we please give Rose some appreciation here today? Fantastic, Rose. We're so glad to have you. Now, Rose, I know we were talking, what is one of your goals for your future? You'd like to go to college. I think that's a good goal. Please look, you've got a fan here, especially in the protocol. That's awesome. Now, those of you who would also like to continue your education after high school, I should say, whether that's college or a trade school, please vote for that goal by standing now. Please vote for that goal by standing now. Fantastic. Wow. Just what I would expect from FBLA. You're an amazing, amazing group of students. Go ahead and take a seat. Go ahead and take a seat. That is awesome. You're going to see why we're doing this in just a minute. All right, what is your name? This is Syra. Let's show Syra some love and appreciation this morning. All right, Syra, now I know you have a lot of important goals. What is one of them?
I want to be a paleontologist and travel the world.
That's pretty cool. You want to be a paleontologist and travel? I'm going to apply for that. That's pretty awesome. Now, would you enjoy that job?
Yes.
You would you love that job?
Yes.
I can see it in your eyes. Thank you for being so honest. Now, here's the cool thing about what she just said. She didn't just say, oh, I want to get any old job and, just go out there. She actually said that she wanted a job that she would love, a job that she would enjoy. And I think that's possible for each and every one of us as we work towards it. It is a possible goal to live your passion. So those of you who care not just about getting any old job, want a job that you're passionate about, please vote for that goal by standing now. Please vote for that goal by standing now. I can see you guys behind me. That's awesome. Appreciate it. That's really cool. That is awesome. All right, go and take a seat. Give yourselves a round of applause. Woo! All right. There is a point to this. There is a point to this. Last but not least, I met a wonderful, wonderful young man, I have to tell you. I think he is a true young man of character and integrity. When he said his goal, it blew me away. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I can't wait to introduce him ahead and share your name.
My name is Scott.
This is Scott. Everyone, let's give Scott some appreciation. All right, Scott. And Scott, we were talking, what is one of your goals?
To help those that can't help themselves.
Isn't that awesome? High five to you, my friend. That is fantastic. And here's what I love about your generation. Here's what's so cool about your generation. 98% of young people in your generation say that they care about making the world a better place. I think so many people set the bar low for your generation. Your generation is amazing. Let's give a round of applause to all of you. That's fantastic. Now, those of you who care as well about making a difference, please stand for that goal right now. That is awesome. Wow, like every single person I can see is standing. Go ahead and take a seat. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Please give our volunteers a big round of applause. Go ahead and take a seat. Go ahead and take a seat. Here's what's so cool. Here's what's so cool about what you just demonstrated. Before I want to say anything else, I want to say this one word, and that is congratulations. Because what so many of you just demonstrated right here in this room today represents the secret. What so many of you demonstrated right here in this room today represents one of the most important actions that you can take to live the incredible life that you deserve. And that, quite simply, ladies and gentlemen, is to stand up for yourself. To stand up for your goals, to stand up for your passion, to stand up for the incredible life that you deserve through the choices that you make and the actions that you take. And I don't know if you would agree, I don't think it's always easy to stand up for ourselves. You agree with that? Yeah, sometimes life throws us some tough times or some difficult situations, and as student leaders, we can't always choose what happens to us, but we can choose how to respond. And that's where the real secret to success lives. We can choose to let life keep us down, or we can choose to stand back up. Now, how do we stand up for ourselves and the life that we want? Well, I like to say that really the number one way we can do that is through what I like to call the success principle. And I thought a lot about it the time that we had. I said, you know what, I'm actually not going to tell them the success principle. We're going to do something even better. We're going to let you see it for yourselves live in action right here on stage. Now to do that, I'm going to need 2 volunteers. I'm going to need 2 volunteers. Let's see. Wow, so many volunteers. This is great. Okay. I'm hearing a lot of volunteers. Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay. You guys are so awesome. All right, let's choose this young man with the nice orange, he's orange tie. Why don't you come on up? And then we need a young lady. We need a young lady volunteer. I'm gonna choose this side of the room. Could y'all move your legs real quick? You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. All right.
Nobody up here.
Do you want to go? Do you? Would you like to go? Okay. All right, you know what? I'm going to choose you. Why don't you come on up? Let's give her a big round of applause. Let's welcome both of our volunteers to stage. All right, so here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen to demonstrate the number one, in my opinion, most important success principle. To live your dreams, it's really important to focus on, again, your goals. So I'm going to ask each of you to think about what are the big goals you have for your future. Just like we talked about earlier, as they think about their special goals for the future, what's going to happen is I'm going to actually go under this table and pull out a very special goal-setting balloon set. So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and reach in and pull out a goal-setting balloon. Or anything. All right, good. Well, all right. I'm going to ask you to reach in here and pull out a goal-setting balloon. Cool purple suit, by the way. I love it. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to actually take them through some key steps to goal setting that you can also do. These steps really work. And then we're going to ask, pay attention to what happens when someone uses the success principle and what happens when someone doesn't. All right, so you'll really see it revealed here on stage. Go ahead and share your name. Hi, I'm Tanner. This is Tanner. Let's show Tanner some appreciation here today. All right, and Peyton. Hey, Tanner, let's give Peyton some appreciation as well. So, here we go. Everyone say step number 1. I'm going to ask you to point to your mind and say, think about the goal. Think about the goal. So just like I asked them to do, I'm going to ask you to think about what are the big goals you have for your future. What is one of your goals, Tanner?
I want to be an internal medicine doctor.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm going to change the world. You can apply for that. That's great, internal medicine doctor. So here's the other thing. I'm going to ask you to hold that balloon right in front of you. Everyone go step number 2. I'm going to ask you that you imagine you're holding a big like purple pen or black pen or whatever your favorite color pen is. I'm going to ask you to say, write it down. Write it down. So we're going to write this down. Hold this in both your hands. We're going to write this down. We would like to be a doctor. Fantastic. Now, it's not just about writing down our goals. It's really important that we see them literally every single day. So in order to help us remember it, I'm going to ask you to take one hand and I'm going to ask you to go like this. The other hand go like this. I'm going to ask you to turn to someone next to you and say, focus on the goal. Focus on the goal. That is fantastic. So Tanner needs to focus on the goal every single day. Maybe it's in his iPhone, maybe it's in his locker, but he needs to focus on the goal. Now, it's not just about looking at the goal every day. It is about the last and most important step, and that is taking action. So on the count of 3, to represent taking action, I'm going to ask all of us to stomp our foot and say, take action. 1, 2, 3. Take action. That's great. Now, Tanner, taking action is represented by you investing energy in keeping that goal alive. So I'm going to ask you to invest in energy in keeping that goal alive. Just like this, you want to keep it off the ground. Literally, Tanner is taking actions. He's standing up for himself and his future by the actions that he's taking. He's trying to do his best in school. He's trying to be a leader. He's surrounded himself with great friends. Tanner is doing awesome. Tanner, don't stop. Let's give Tanner a big round of applause. Awesome. Okay, you're going to see why we're doing this in just a moment. And go ahead and share your goal. Well, by the way, what's step number 1? Think about it. You got it. That's great. So think about it. And what is your goal?
My goal is to become a professional soccer player.
How awesome is that as well? Professional soccer player. We need some amazing women soccer players. You want to be what's step number 2? Write it down. That's right. So you want to be a professional soccer player. All right. And then what's step number 3? You guessed it. Everyone say focus on the goal. Focus on it. That's fantastic. And last but not least, take action. That's right. So both of our amazing student leaders are following the success principle, which is to be laser focused on their goal. Now, here's the thing. Unfortunately, not all students get to be part of FBLA. Not all students know the success principle. And unfortunately, let's imagine I know a young woman in Southern Virginia whose name is Frida, who also wants to be a doctor, who doesn't know the success principle very well, or maybe never has heard it. So what's going to happen in just a moment, I'm going to ask Tanner to no longer be Tanner. Tanner, I'm going to ask you to represent Frida in Southern Virginia. But here's the thing, I don't think Tanner looks anything like a Frida. So how many of you have ever seen a makeover show on TV? All right, so we're going to help Tanner look a little bit more like Frida by giving him a quick, fun makeover. Now to do this, Tanner, if it's okay, because I know you're a good sport, we are going to help you look a little bit more like a Frida. Here we go. All right, and just so you know, Tanner, what I'm going to ask you to do to help complete the transformation into this fun character, I'm going to ask you to try to do a feminine voice and say, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Okay, now to really appreciate Tanner for being a good sport about this, let's also appreciate basically his character, and I'd like everyone on the count of 3 to say, hello, Frida. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Frida. Now here's the thing, Frida also wants to be a doctor. And the thing is, she's trying her best to achieve her goals. And she's really, really working hard, but there's so much pressure out there. And you know, one of the big things Frida doesn't know about the success principle, so she starts watching a lot of these toxic reality TV shows that present the message that in order to be valuable or special, you're a guy or a girl, you have to be in a relationship or date somebody. So she lowers her standards and starts dating a young man named Bobby. Now, notice that when Bobby is in a relationship, is it possible to be in an unhealthy relationship and still be focused on your goals? It's possible, but as you can see, it becomes a lot more difficult. And Bobby starts introducing her to all of his friends, who really starts to make fun of her and distract her even more. And a lot of these bad friends, they start to introduce her, oh, don't lose your man, or get your man, get your man, get your man, the drugs, where's your friend, get your friends, don't forget your friends. And the thing is, a lot of those friends start to influence Frida to use alcohol and other drugs and make some other unhealthy risk behaviors, and her life starts to get a little bit more out of control, and she starts to have a lot of consequences. Now here's the thing, let me agree, this is craziness. Now, here's my question. Where's her original goal? It's in her hands, isn't it? Where's Frida's original goal? Gosh. Where's Frida's original goal? It's all the way over here. Now, what I'd like you to do, Frida, go get that green balloon, because it was one of the last ones you reached. What is Frida left holding, ladies and gentlemen? Go ahead and read that for everybody.
worry, regret, lower self-esteem.
Yeah, how many of you believe that Frida deserves better than this? Yeah, she really does. And I don't blame her for being in this situation because she didn't have the information that she needed to make a different choice. And here's the thing. If Frida thinks she still needs to have that destructive relationship, if Frida thinks she still needs to use the alcohol and tobacco and other drugs, if she thinks she still needs to hang out with those people's so-called friends, her goals are going to get farther and farther away in her mind. You're going to see why that's fantastic. Her goals are going to get farther and farther away in her mind, and eventually she's going to think that her goal becomes a broken dream. Now, Frida believes in second chances. I believe in second chances. How many of you believe in second chances? Make some noise. Yeah, I believe in second chances. And so Frida's already started to take the actions to get her back on track. She looked at that alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, and she said, is this really serving me in the life that I want? And the answer is no. So she got rid of that distraction. Let's give her a round of applause for that. You know what she's also going to do? She's going to look at the consequences of worry, regret, and say, you know what? Just because I made a mistake does not mean I am a mistake. I deserve to live an amazing, bright future. She's going to put the past behind her. Put the past behind you, Frida. Put the past behind you. That's awesome. She's going to look at these bad friends that are making fun of her and making her feel bad about herself, and she's going to remember that people don't tease you because something's so wrong with you. It's because something is so right with you. She's going to kick those bad friends and that destructive relationship out of her life. Now, how many of you want to give her a big round of applause? She goes back and gets her goal. You got to get your goal, Frida. Go back and get your goal. It might seem far away. Let's give her another big round of applause. She comes on stage. I want you to hold that goal. Hold that goal high in the air. I want you to hold that goal high in the air. Look over here at what could have been a broken dream, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the successes in both of these students' hands. The truth is, the choice is up to you. Stand up for it. Give yourselves a big round of applause today, ladies and gentlemen. You are fantastic. It was wonderful to talk with you. Last but not least, let's give our two volunteers a big round of applause. Go ahead and take a seat. Go ahead and take a seat. And as we close out the session today, please turn to someone next to you, put your hand on their shoulder, and say, stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Now what I'd like you to do right now is take a stand and say, I stand up for myself. I stand up for myself. That is awesome. Give yourselves another big round of applause. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you once again. Let's hear it one more time for your keynote speaker. That is all about discovering your passion through our leadership training. Remember to be on top of your sessions. Be sure to keep the classic center clean by putting away all of your trash in the appropriate bins.
No matter what obstacles stand in your way, there are no limits to what you can achieve if you discover your passion and work hard to reach your goals. It only took 8 years after President Kennedy set the goal of putting men on the moon to actually accomplish it. And that was thanks to passion, hard work, and dedication of NASA scientists and astronauts. What goals do you have for your future? How will you reach these goals? Wherever you want this journey to take you, and even if you're not quite sure where that is yet, FBLA will launch you towards success. Discover your passion through the Georgia FBLA and prepare for an out-of-this-world adventure. The general session of the 2014-2015 Fall Leadership Conference is now adjourned.
Yeah, it's done. We're done. Woo! The video industry. I'm calling him in. Huh? I'm calling him in. I'll just get out now. Yeah. Push.